Alright, what's up guys, we are Tottenham TV here. It's the preview for the Chelsea game on Saturday, 5:30 here at Wembley. You might recognise these two characters.
Hello,
We're here with Louis and Lewis from 100% Chelsea. I think you might recognise Lewis even a bit more because of the vlog for the last game at Stamford Bridge. I kind of went a bit viral. Do you know?
I don't remember that vlog. I remember the one at Wembley though. I remember that vlog, and I remember him basically. We've got a group chat for the next week and a half afterwards. It's just him basically going, "Oh my god," seeing this thing pop up. Obviously, all of us are really pissed off. But
do you not remember when you were giving it to me from the home end?
I remember that.
He was giving it to me hard from the home end.
I remember that, but that's when the game finished. I don't remember the rest.
Shit, no!
What? Well, I don't know what's going on. But
oh yeah, I remember. When you're with your mates, don't they actually still put that on the telly just to laugh at you?
Yeah, we do.
He does behind the camera.
It's a tradition every night at 9 o'clock.
Oh dear.
all right, well let's.
Sorry for making you do those vlogs, by the way. So,
Yeah, it's fine. Sorry.
I guess we'll put a link in the description to the vlog in the.
after we beat you. We'll put a couple of links in the description and stuff. I think what we could do is we've got like a whole load of videos of you two running your mouth. So what we'll do is if we beat you, just put a little compilation together.
I look forward to
Or shall I tell you what else we can do? You know that West Ham vlog?
What West Ham vlog?
Remember you doing
No,
that?
I don't remember it. All right, moving swiftly on.
Thought so.
Let's talk about the game on Saturday, right? It's a bit of a weird one because Spurs have kind of not been performing that great this season. We've had 3 defeats, but we're only 1 point behind you guys who are unbeaten, playing some decent football. First of all, do you think Chelsea are in the title race this season?
No. We don't have a centre forward that scores consistent goals. We rely too much on Eden Hazard. And to be honest, this is, as Lewis will say, it's a season in transition. We're looking to develop this team a bit more. Yes, we're still unbeaten. It's fantastic. It's great. We've set a Premier League record. But to me, that's all it is. If we win the league this year, I'll eat my words quite happily. Obviously, I would because we're winning the Premier League. But, City at 18 months ahead of everyone else. Liverpool have spent really well in the summer transfer window. I just think we are third best in the league right now.
You agree with that?
I'd agree with him. Third best in the league. I think it's a case of... I know we've been undefeated and everything, but we've been dropping points in games that we should be winning. Like you look at West Ham, you look at Everton, and when you've got a team like Manchester City as competition against you, these teams just pick up points for fun. Fact is, you can't drop points. You can't even make little mistakes like that. So I think maybe next season we can have more of a challenge, but this season City just punching us for every mistake we make.
What do you think of the new Sarri revolution? First of all, is it going to last long? And Chelsea love an Italian, don't they? What is it with Chelsea and Italians?
What is it with English clubs and calling every single manager the Godfather who's Italian? That's one thing I want to think. Nah, Sarri is a...
It's a little accent in there. Of course,
I speak the lingo, mate. Of course I'm going to do it. Got to do it right. I think that oh, hello, lights going.
Oh.
There we go. We're back.
Very professional here. We are Tottenham. Yeah.
It's actually my camera crew, so that's a bit awkward. But I think like we're saying, it's a transition. It's looking good. He said, judge the how we're playing in November and judge sorry ball, a term which I hate. It's just nice football. I don't care if it comes to someone's arse as long as we win. But yeah, it's looking nice. It's really some great stuff we're seeing. But we'll see. It needs a bit more time to develop for me. I need to see what it's like after a season.
Can you see any more stability under Sarri than you have under previous managers?
I hope so. One of the things that Abramovich has been looking for is us to win consistently, win a lot of trophies, and to do it by playing beautiful football. Sarri's already got us doing that. He ain't won a trophy yet, though.
Yeah,
he ain't won a trophy yet. Once he gets to that stage...
November, mate. Jesus.
No, in general, he's never won a trophy in his career.
Oh, really? Okay,
full stop. So, we'll see what happens. But if he gets his first trophy, if he can start to continually deliver those over the next couple of seasons, I think Abramovich would keep him. I think the biggest thing is, look, with the reason there's inconsistencies with managers is as we get poor results. But, for example, if you look at Conte and you look at Mourinho's second stint, they weren't backed in the transfer market after they'd had that success. Conte went into the market and said he wanted certain players. He wanted Lukaku. We put a bid in, but we only matched Man United's bid after they put the bid in. There was after Alexandra as well. We were after another central midfielder, and we just didn't get it. The only reason I think this season we're playing well was we've got Jorginho, and Jorginho was a massive part of that Sarri deal. Sarri wanted him to come into the side, and said, look, if you want me, you've got to get him. And to be honest, look, if we want to see continual success, we need our manager to be back to the transfer market consistently. We spent well this summer. We brought in some fantastic players. Obviously, Kepa, getting rid of Courtois the snake. He's big as snake as Sol Campbell. I'll put him up there.
That's definitely not true.
No, if you trust me, you should.
No, trust me, you should.
You trust me.
Trust me. You trust me.
Keep your nose out of it. Fuck's sake. No, but
Keep your belly out of it, mate.
Listen, don't touch Gerald, mate. All right, he's no, okay, maybe not as big as snake as Sol Campbell, but he's still a massive snake. We brought in Kepa. My opinion, on form right now, best goalkeeper in the league. On form, also better than David De Gea at the moment. Spain's number 1. Mark Goldbridge, where you at, motherfucker? But you know, it's a case of, you know, we're playing well. We're in some great players. Back the manager in the market consistently. We might actually see some development and some success around the team.
Do you think being Europa League has hurt you at all this season?
We don't know yet. We're not. I think it's watch those Christmas fixtures pile up and we'll see what happens. I think that's it.
I think it's hurt us a little bit because we've dropped points after West Ham and Everton games, so people are trying to link that to
Thursday, Sunday.
It's a bit.
You got to check, but you will know for sure by the end of the season. But if you want to look at it, there is a little bit of a correlation.
Listen, Thursday, Sunday is no different to Wednesday, Saturday, or Tuesday, Saturday, or whatever.
I don't miss these conversations.
Everyone's complaining about it. You've seen Arsenal complaining about it as well. Now it just seems like it's our turn as well.
They're teams that don't win trophies. We want to win. That's what we do. So, you know, it doesn't. We've got a deep enough squad. We've got rotation. We've some Fabregas coming. Yes, he's lost his legs a bit. Still a fantastic pass for the ball. He's developing in the system. We've got some fantastic players in midfield. I'd say, in terms of arguing for places, like we're saying, we have one of the best midfielders in the league. Barkley's been superb. Kovacic has been superb. Jorginho, Kante. You know, there's a massive conversation there for those midfield slots. And to be honest, look, we have the rotation. It's just a case of players further up the pitch. Sally's not a fan of rotation as well. So it's a case of, you know, if it hurts us, it's because of his lack of wanting to rotate. But we haven't really seen it hurt us yet. We're undefeated. There's nothing really for us to sit there and moan about, to be honest, other than Alvaro Morata, because he's dog shit. But you know, other than that, we're good. We're calm. It's all good this season so far.
Would you take winning Europa League if it meant dropping out the top 4? Or do you think would that be a good season for you if you won Europa League?
Yeah, it's Champions League, isn't it? I think yeah, we'd be dropping out of top 4, but there'd be a reason we'd do it. It wouldn't be a case of we would just do it to drop out for no reason, I guess. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah,
I just want Champions League. I'll have with you if we finish out the top 4 and win the Europa League. Probably won't call it a great season, but we'll take it. Yeah, we're just transitioning. I just want to see where we go at the end of it.
And obviously, Chelsea's best player this season, probably one of the form players in Europe, Eden Hazard.
One of the best players in the world right now.
Do you think, obviously, as he's been talking about maybe possibly moving to Madrid, it's his dream move. I don't think it will happen in January, but is this? Do you think it's his last season at Chelsea?
We'll see. I've been.
Politician's answer.
No, hang on. No, unlike a politician, I actually give you an answer. I'll develop it. Listen, because just, you know, Brexit means Brexit. All that shit. Look, they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. However, I know what's happening. I know what will happen. There's 2 outcomes of this. Either Hazard stays for another couple of years, signs a contract extension which has been given to him, or yes, he does leave. As a Chelsea fan, I've been prepared for him to leave for the past few years. You know, I've always, the reason when people have been panicking about it, I've been there going, you know what, it's been on the cards for a few years. He is a fantastic player. He is someone that is a Galactico, I guess, in terms of calibre and what he's capable of. But, you know, I think that, you know, if he does leave, it is going to be one step backwards. We are going to have to be prepared for that. I think we'd run it in a similar vein and fashion as how you dealt with your transfer business after Bale. But I think we'd invest it better. I think we'd know what our targets are. We know what Sarri would want to redevelop that system and play
better. It's very hard to do that.
No, I mean, we'll actually offer decent wage packages, unlike Daniel Levy. But I think it's a case of, you know, you can't call it. You don't know what will happen. He might break his leg and never play again tomorrow against Spurs at the weekend. Touch wood, he doesn't. But, you know, it's a case of, you know, you can't question it. You don't know what's going to happen.
Do you think he'll leave at the end of the season?
I think if we don't make top 4, we'll definitely leave. But I'm a bit different with you on the case that I didn't really think Hazard was going to leave. I thought if he was really going to leave Chelsea, he would have done it in 2015 or 2016. I think the fact he's already stayed this long says a lot. But the guy shouldn't be playing Europa League football. Obviously, this season it makes sense. He was part of the team that dropped to 5th, but his quality is way higher than Europa League. So if we don't finish here again, yeah, he's definitely off. But other than that, I think he's settled in London and everything. He's always talked about how much he loves it and how much his family's settled and how much he'd only move if his family'd want to move. So again, unless we make top 4, I think he stays.
Well, Lewis made the point there. You know, he has been here for a while, and suppose if he does leave, it's been what, 6 years? Yeah. 7 years of service. If he deserves the move and he's good enough, I hold my hands up, go, listen mate, fair play, do what you do. It'll be 200 million, 300 million, whatever it'll cost. you know, that's in our pocket to reinvest and get some better players.
And to add to that, if he does it, he's handled it a hell of a lot better than Courtois has.
Yeah, snake.
But looking at the weekend, where would you say Chelsea's biggest vulnerabilities are?
Centre forward. We
can't
can't score.
Fullbacks as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think fullbacks.
We're really exposed on behind the fullbacks. We leave a lot of space in behind because we like to attack. If you guys hit us on the counter, could be a little bit worrying, but let's be honest, us being undefeated, you guys won your last 4, it's going to be a tight game, but I can see us winning.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. If we lose, I always do. I'll take it on the chin. We move on. It's the first defeat of the season. Yes, it's Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, I despise you lot with a passion. However, if you win credibly, then so be it. If we beat you, I'm going to rub it in your face because you've been rubbing it in my face the whole time beforehand. Especially you, Ben. Yeah, I'm looking at you, mate. So, yeah, listen, I'm excited. We'll see what happens.
What do you think of Roman Abramovich's new plan to root anti-Semitism out of Chelsea?
I was waiting for this.
And I also want to get a prediction about that. So obviously, for those of you who don't know,
anti-Semitism.
no, let me do that. I'll get to it, Louis. Jesus, calm down. So Roman Abramovich is basically a new initiative for Roman Abramovich is that any Chelsea fan that's been found to be anti-Semitic, he's going to send them. This is genuinely true. He's going to send them on an all-expenses-paid trip to Auschwitz to learn about the hardships that Jews had in the past. Do you think that's a good thing?
No, I just think these dickheads will see it as a free holiday. That's all.
Holiday? You think Auschwitz is a holiday?
No, of course not. No, don't twist me words. Yeah, go.
All right.
Don't twist me words.
Not going to ruin your channel.
Don't do a gold bridge. Don't twist me words. No, they'll see it as a good excuse. Oh, get away to Poland. Oh, you got to go to Auschwitz. But, you know, we're in Poland. That's what they're going to see.
I just found it ironic that any Chelsea fan caught hissing will literally be on their way to Auschwitz.
I'm not laughing at that at all. That is awful. Oh, my... No, Lewis, take over, please. Lewis, say
Any
something.
thoughts on the initiative?
I cannot speak. In my worst Portuguese accent.
Yeah, no, don't speak.
The prediction I wanted is how many Chelsea fans do you reckon will be sent to Auschwitz after this game?
How many Tottenham fans should go to? See, this is no. Chelsea fans and every other fan in the league cannot say that word. Why the fuck do you lot get special treatment? It pisses me off.
Because people use it to us in a derogatory way, and we've overturned it to use it in a positive way. Just like another certain word, which I'm not going to say.
Yeah, but what? Oh, yeah, okay. No, but it's a case of you shouldn't. Regardless, as a term, it is derogatory. I understand you're saying you're taking ownership of it.
Way, exactly.
Yeah, but
why would you not? Rather change the meaning of the word?
So a Chelsea fan who's Jewish, can they use that to overturn it?
To themselves, yeah.
No, but there's no difference. If they're saying it in the ground, saying I'm this. You know what? It's just a term which should be ruled out.
It does create a grey area. I'm not gonna lie, because after the Morata chant, I remember one of the Chelsea executives came out and said, "There is no grey area of this. Chelsea fans can't say the word." Let's be honest. While you guys still can, there is still a grey area because the fact is, you guys as fans can say it, but nobody else can.
Because you're using it in a way which is...
No, it still encourages it.
Exactly.
You got to get rid of it all. Either no one can say it or everyone can say it. I'm not saying we should say that. I'm not saying we can say, I want to.
Here he comes.
Look, I'm sorry, but this whole Yid thing was created by Chelsea fans, by Arsenal fans, and by West Ham fans. They used it against us because we had a big Jewish population in our fan base. We overturned the word to use it back against you and to claim it back.
And now you're telling us we can't use the word now. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying nobody should.
Huh?
I'm saying nobody should. I'm not saying I want...
Was Spurs right to reclaim the word or not?
What do you mean by reclaim?
We reclaim the word.
You can't reclaim a word. It's not a flag. It's not playing catch.
I'd say it's smart from you guys.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't mean that I think that you guys should be allowed to say it. That was literally it.
All right. Prediction for the game on Saturday?
See, this is going on your channel, so I'm not going to give you a prediction. I'm going to say it'll be a good game of football. I don't like doing predictions anyway. I don't like to predict game of football. I like to see the outcome. But it's going to be very evenly contested. And, yeah, we'll score. You'll score. I'm going to do a bend like he did.
Both teams to score. BTTS.
Exactly. Who knows what's going to happen? It's football. Yeah, no.
You know what? I'm going to put my neck out on the line. We're going to win. 3-1. I want revenge for April.
That's my boy.
If we lose, I'll hold it. But I'm still confident in my team.
I'm looking forward to the vlog after the game. I think it's going to be a tie game. In all honesty, if you offered me a draw right now, I would take it. You know, I think it'll be a good result for Spurs. I think the way where we are in the season, I think we have kind of struggled against top 6 teams, and I think any team is kind of above us in the league. Liverpool, City, we've lost to. So even if it's at home, I think if we take a draw out this game, we're only still be a point behind you, will still be above Arsenal. I think it'll be a good platform going further on to the season. So I think 1-1, that's my prediction. I
think a draw will be a fair result. I like saying.
Yeah, I think it'll be decent for both sides. I really think it would be.
We're playing well, grinding out results. You're grinding out results as well. Yeah. It is going to be a very evenly contested game. I think the main battle is going to be midfield. Yeah. We're just going to see what happens there.
I think on the left-hand side, I think that's where the game could be lost.
Left or your left?
Your left. It was Alonso and Hazard on your left-hand side against either Trippier or Aurier and whoever's playing on the right wing. That could be an avenue where you can get in behind.
To be honest, I know I'd lengthen out a bit, but I think that's going to be, it's the same with us. Yeah. I mean, Azpilicueta, as great a defender as he is, for me personally, I've loved him to bits. He just doesn't have the legs to do play in the system that Sarri plays. You know, it's very aggressive, very high line defending, and he's got to get forward. And unfortunately, even though his son was right back a few years ago where he had the legs and he was superb, this is the first system he's played under where it's been heavily influenced in attacking rather than a very defensive mindset. Obviously, he plays a centre half for Conte, but under Mourinho, Hiddink, Benitez, they're all very big managers that are very big on solidity. And he didn't have to go forward as much, but I think right now he's struggling in terms of going forward. So Son, or whoever played down your left hand side, could have a bit of a field day down there.
Okay, interesting, very interesting. I just hope to see a bit more of this from Dele Alli. I'm hoping for that. That'll be a good showing on Saturday. But all right, we have a preview on their channel, so go over to 100% Chelsea, check out our preview. Ben will be on that as well. Obviously, like and subscribe, check out our content, and as always, come on, you Spurs.